Happy Vlogmas! Can you believe it? We are December 1st and Vlogmas is beginning. So today is Monday, and before I get into everything I'm going to do for the next day or so, I thought I'd just brief you really quickly on how Vlogmas is going to work. You might have noticed that this video is actually not coming out on the 1st, but it's going to come out on the 4th. So I've decided to basically film every day in December leading up to Christmas, but only put a video out every 3 days or so. And I'm going to try really hard to make these videos interesting, engaging, and around a theme every time. So because this is going to be our very first Vlogmas video this year, I thought the theme would be cozy and slow. So today I am working from home. I've had a slow morning with my coffee and then logging on for work from home. I'm actually filming this at lunch, and then I'm going to work through some plans for December and share those with you. And then days 2 and 3 are going to be a little bit of the same. So we're going to be hopefully putting up our Christmas tree and getting ready for the holidays. So anywho, I did get myself 2 advent calendars for this year, because what would Vlogmas be without advent calendars? The first one is my Beyond the Pink Door advent calendar, but we're not supposed to open this one until the 13th because it's a 12 days of Christmas calendar. So we're going to set this one aside until the 13th. And I also got myself the Jazz and Wow advent calendar this year because I was so jealous. That's not the right word. I had serious FOMO last year as people were opening their calendars, and when she put up the pre-sale, I couldn't resist. I jumped on it, and I'm super happy I did, and I cannot wait to get into it. So let's start with that. Let's get number 1 open on my Jazz and Wow calendar, if I can get into it. There we go. Oh, and day 1 is right on top. That's amazing. Oh, they look like they're all in order, which is going to make it so much easier to find each bag. So there we go. Day 1. I think this feels like buttons. Oh, I did buy the mixed calendar, so it's got sewing and jewelry items in it. Oh, look how beautiful they are. They are amazing. Amazing. I have to find something to put these on, or make something to put these on ASAP. All right, so I'm gonna head back upstairs, continue the work day, and then like I said, the plan for today after work is to come down, finalize my list of things I want to sew in December, and that will probably include a couple of handmade gifts for some special ladies in my life. Not nearly as many as I used to make, just because time is precious in December. I'm only starting my Christmas vacation on the evening of the 19th. Usually I have a little bit more time before Christmas, but this year, this is how it happened, and I'm only on holiday starting the 19th, so not a whole lot of time to sew things up. So I'm going to keep it very simple this year and do a couple of handmade things for a handful of ladies. And I also know that on my list needs to be my Christmas Eve outfit and my Christmas Day outfit. I like to wear something new every year for those 2 occasions. So Christmas Eve is with my family, my mom, my siblings, nieces, nephews, my kids, and so on. And then Christmas Day is with all of our kids and grandkids at our oldest son's house. So that should be really fun. All right, so I'm gonna get back to work and come back down in a few hours and talk you through my December plans. Hello, so it is quite a few hours later. It's almost 8:30. Hubby just went to bed, so I am down here. We had dinner, I cleaned the kitchen and watched TV for a bit, and now I'm down here to finish my Think Pink project for this month, so with the November box. That video is supposed to come out next week. Yes, on Tuesday next week. So I'm almost done. I'm making a blouse, and all that's left is the collar and sewing the buttons on. The buttonholes are done, everything's done, it's hemmed. So yeah, I'm really hoping I'm gonna finish that before I go to bed, and then I'm gonna wear it to go to work on Wednesday. Although how am I gonna do that without spoiling the surprise? Because you're gonna see this video on the 4th, so on Thursday. And if I show you what I made, then there's no point in you watching the unboxing and makes video the following Tuesday. Anywho, I need to at least put it on Wednesday, film the reveal part of the video, and then take pictures. So maybe I won't. Anyways, I'll figure it out. All right, so I said I would come back on and tell you about my December plans, because today is the 1st of the month. And on the 1st of the month is when I do most of my planning. So take a look at last month, what I got finished, cross everything off the list, then move everything forward that I didn't get a chance to finish to the next month, and then see what else I might be able to get done, taking into account the videos I want to make. And that's one thing. I remember one time I had that question, like, which comes first, the video and then making something that I know will make a fun video, or the make itself, and then I try to make a fun video around what I want to make. And it's always about what I need to make, so what I want to wear, what I want to make, not like the video or the channel doesn't drive what I make. And it's a fine line, or it's a bit of a balancing act, because obviously if I don't sew, if I don't make anything, then there's no content for the channel. But I really try and build the content around stuff I know I'm gonna need to make or want to make. So for December, I have a long list. I'm gonna be honest, but I do have 2 days off coming. So the 8th and the 9th, I'm going to be off. Yes, the 8th and the 9th, I took 2 days off. And then I'm going to be off starting the 19th. And there's always a lot of time to sew between Christmas and New Year's. You know, that week in between where you lose track of time and you eat at strange hours and you get dressed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, I'm hoping to get a lot of sewing done that week. So hence the long list. The first priorities, though, are finishing my Newcomb coat. So I started that a couple months ago now. I made a muslin. I put 2 videos out already on the channel. And at some point this month, like in the next 2 weeks, I want to show the finished coat, so the reveal. And the reason for that is I want to actually wear that coat for Christmas. So yeah, I want to finish my Newcomb coat. I've got all of the pieces cut, and let me tell you, it took me most of this Saturday cutting everything out, like this past Saturday. So I have a big pile, don't know that you can see it, but it's back there. Got a big pile of all my wool, so the external fabric. I cut all of my lining. I cut all of the different interfacings. I've not fused anything yet, because in cashmerette patterns, the fusing of the interfacing is actually part of the instructions, and sometimes they have you cut your interfacing pieces a little bit smaller than the piece they're going to get fused on. Anyways, so I cut everything, but I haven't fused anything yet. The cat is scratching at a chair. Anyways, So priority one is to get my Newcomb finished. And after I finish my Think Pink project for November, then Newcomb comes next. That's going to be the next priority. The second thing I really want to make before Christmas is my dress for Christmas Eve. And I'm a little bit torn as to what I'm gonna make, because at first, what I had in my plans from a while ago, if you've been on the channel for a while, you might remember I made a video a couple months ago in collaboration with Christine where we were gonna challenge ourselves to make up patterns we already owned instead of buying more. Well, I said in that video that I was gonna make the Serrata dress by Itch to Stitch in a green, like emerald green rayon that I got from Core Fabrics. I still want to make that dress, but I don't know that I want it to be my Christmas dress. Because on November 1st, Cashmerette came out with a wrap dress for knit fabric. I think it's called the Hazelton dress. I'll put a picture of it. And oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. I love the collar detail and the little turnips at the sleeves. And oh my, it's just beautiful. So I went on the Minerva website. They had a promo code for Black Friday. Of course, everybody did. And I bought myself 4 meters of a beautiful ITY in royal blue. It hasn't gotten here yet, but I think that would also make a very, very nice Christmas Eve dress. So it'll be one of the two. It'll depend once the ITY gets here and I see it and feel it and touch it, then I'll make up my mind as to whether or not that's going to become my Christmas dress. Then I want to wear something new for Christmas Day. So Christmas Day in this family is always like a lunch with the kids, our grandkids, my sister-in-law and her husband and her grandkids and grandkids. So it's a fairly big group of people. We always go to our oldest son's house because he's got a big house and he can easily accommodate all those people. So it's a casual, relaxing type of get-together. So I don't need like a big fancy outfit, but I like to wear something new every year. Last year I wore a South Bank dress with some tights and I was super comfy, still looked nice, but very, very comfy. This year, I still don't know what I want to make. I'm thinking just a very nice sweater and maybe some jeans, but then again, jeans are not comfortable if you're going for a big meal, right? So what I might do, if I decide the blue ITY is going to become my Christmas Eve dress, I might use the beautiful emerald green rayon. Like it's a bit of a thicker rayon. It's almost like a rayon twill. I might turn that gorgeous fabric into some wide leg lane pants and make myself or wear like a really nice sweater with those pants, maybe. Anyways, so no firm plan yet for my Christmas Day outfit, but options. So those are the 3 I absolutely have to make before Christmas. For handmade gifts this year, like I said, I think in a previous clip, I'm going very simple this year. I have leftovers from the Christmas market that I went to with Marianne, and I think a few of those items would make really fun gifts for, like the only people I make gifts for are basically my grandmother, my godmother, my mother, my sister, and 2 of my sister-in-laws. Yes. Is that it? Yes, that's it. So, and it's nothing big. Usually it's, yeah, it can be like a zipper pouch, it can be a set of coasters, that kind of thing. So I think this year I'm going to keep it really, really simple and try not to add too much to my to-sew list. Now, the optional projects for before Christmas would be a baby quilt for a member of my team. So she is due to have her baby any day now. I think the actual due date is Thursday the 4th. So the day that you're watching this video, the baby is due. I usually wait to see, like, to hear that the baby is here, confirm the gender, get an idea from the parents what color scheme they're after, and then I start working on a quilt. But in this case, I found the perfect pattern for this baby's quilt. I'm not going to share it because I think she watches my videos. And now that she's on maternity leave, she might actually have time to watch my videos. So I'm not going to spoil the surprise for her just in case. But yeah, I have the perfect quilt pattern for her. So at some point, very, very soon, I want to start piecing this quilt and then quilting it. And it's going to be a baby quilt. It's not going to take me forever to make. So that's definitely on the list for December, but it doesn't have to be finished before Christmas. The other thing I'd like to get to before Christmas is Marianne's December project. But again, that would be, you know, optional because I can always make her December project after Christmas. And I'm making her the Blair skirt in a denim. So the Blair skirt by True Bias. That'll be really nice on her because the True Bias lander pants that I made for her fit her so nice. I think I've got the sizing right now on True Bias patterns for her. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And last, but certainly not least, I want to make myself the, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Teefi cardigan by Itch to Stitch. It's a cardigan slash jacket. Yeah. Meant to be made in a stable knit fabric like a ponte, yeah, something like that. So I really want one. I bought an ivory ponte to make it up. If I can swing it before Christmas, I think it would be a really nice cardigan to wear over a dress, for example. I wouldn't do their breast pockets on that jacket. I don't know that I would do those. I think that just makes it a little too casual for me. But yeah, I think it would look really, really nice on top of a dress. So yeah, I'd love to get that one done before Christmas. But again, if I don't, that's fine. I have a million blazers and jackets and cardigans in my wardrobe already. So yeah. And then there will also be the Think Pink project, but that one will definitely wait until after Christmas. Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door did say that the international boxes for December would leave England probably this week, fingers crossed, so that they would definitely arrive before Christmas. So yeah, so I'll open it, unbox it, film that little bit of the video, but then put the fabric away until after Christmas and then work on it that week. So those are basically my plans for December. There are 2 projects, actually 3 projects from November being carried forward, and that is the Newcomb coat that I was really hoping to be done with by now, the Itch to Stitch cardigan, and the Blair skirt for Marianne. Technically, that should be the November project for her, but I just, with the market we went to, I just never got around to it. So yeah, it'll be a December project for her, and hopefully she won't mind. All right, so yeah, lots to do this month in addition to, you know, work and everything else. But I love December. I love the time leading up to Christmas. I have figured out how to not make myself super stressed by, again, toning down on the handmade gifts. Vlogmas is going to be only every 3 or 4 days this year. Yeah, so I'm really trying to minimize the stress so that I can really, really enjoy this season this year. All right, so I'm going to get back to the sewing machine and finish my Think Pink project for this month. And then I'm going to go to bed because I'm really tired. And tomorrow I'm taking you downtown with me because I'm in the office tomorrow as well as Wednesday and Thursday. So there will be hopefully lots of fun things to film while I'm downtown, either taking you shopping or looking at the lights outside. It is going to be bitterly cold, however, so we might do the underground in downtown Montreal this week. But yeah, it is minus 13 right now, or feels like minus 13 right now. It is supposed to go down to minus 20 by Thursday. So it's really, really cold. And it's humid, like the kind of cold that just gets right through you. So I don't know how much walking around downtown I'm going to feel like doing. But anyways, I'll take you along and hopefully grab some fun things. All right, so I'm going to end today here, and I will see you in the morning. Hello. I am just back from work and it's been a day. So I didn't really have time to leave my desk today except to really run downstairs and get some food and then literally inhale it. So yeah, I'm really hoping I'm going to have more time to film around Montreal. Although I have to say, there isn't much up in terms of decorating and Christmas music and all of that good stuff, except for like one place. But where I went today to get my food, it was kind of depressing. So yeah, and it was a gray day today. It did snow. So yeah, anyways, so work is done. I'm down here really quickly to open my advent calendar for day 2, and then hubby and I are going to put up the Christmas tree today. There's a hockey game on, so we're probably going to watch the hockey game and do the tree at the same time, and then I'll show you the tree when it's all done. And then I'm going to come back down here and get started sewing on my Newcomb coat, because I finished my Think Pink project last night and I'm excited about it. So yeah. Anywho, I'm not going to drag this on forever. So let's go for number 2. Okay, let's open package number 2. Oh my goodness, earrings. Look at these cute earrings. Oh, I love this. Love this. I'd say they're neutral. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to bring these upstairs right now and maybe even wear them to go to dinner with the girls on Thursday. How cool is this? Yay! Thank you, Becky. I don't know if she watches my channel. Probably not, but yeah. Thank you, Becky. All right, we're gonna run upstairs again, have dinner with hubby, and then come back down in a bit. Hello, and Vlogmas Day 3 it is. I realized earlier today that I never really properly closed yesterday, but I got started watching the hockey game and working on my Newcomb coat, and by the time I realized, yeah, I just went to bed. I was exhausted after the game, so yeah. And then today I was in the office all day. It was another crazy day, so I didn't want to give myself the extra pressure of needing to film or anything. Plus, I started editing what I had filmed so far, and this is going to be a long one if I don't wrap it up very, very soon. So today, oh, by the way, I am wearing my Be Mine top by Pattern Emporium today in the really fun funfetti fabric from Beyond the Pink Door. I got this in a Think Pink subscription box, and I absolutely love this top, and I need more, I think. So yeah, very, very comfortable. It's got 3/4 length sleeves, these nice big balloon sleeves, and although it is really cold out today, I think it feels like -8 or -10. In the office, it's really, really warm, so I was nice and comfy all day. I'm wearing it with some navy Ponte ready-to-wear pants. Nothing exciting to see here. So, to close up the first 3 days of Vlogmas, I'm going to do my Advent for day 3. And then, yeah, just wrap up our beginning of Vlogmas, which, for me, the actual filming of Vlogmas the first 3 days were very cozy and slow, which is what I wanted, given that work and life are a little crazy at the moment. I put up the tree yesterday. It's starting to look a lot more Christmassy. I have my little Christmas tree down here, my fairy lights. So I'm ready from a decorating point of view. I cannot say the same about like presents and stuff like that, so I have a lot more to do in that department, but yeah, we'll talk about that later in Vlogmas. So I did want to show you though I'm sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place. The result of yesterday, so the evening working on my Newcomb coat, all I got done, believe it or not, is just interfacing a bunch of my exterior fabric and interfacing all of the small bits like collar and under collar and welt pockets and facings, and oh my goodness, it took me 2 hours yesterday to just interface everything and make sure that I am really organized to start sewing. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to start sewing tonight. There's another hockey game tonight that I'm going to watch, and while that is on, I will be editing this video so it's up for you tomorrow and moving forward with the coat. At some point, probably next week, I also want to give you a bit of a tour of the sewing room, because I did a tour, I think this must be 2 years ago now. yeah, at least 2 years of the sewing room when I first set it up. And I have changed a couple of things just to make it more functional for me. And I also did not share the storage area, and I'm gonna do that because a few of you have asked me questions about my sewing setup, my sewing space, and all that good stuff. So I will do that at some point during Vlogmas. All right, let's put all of these bits and pieces to the side, and let's get the advent calendar for day 3 of the Jazz and Wow calendar opened. So here is number 3. All right. Ooh, it's something very, very small today. Very small. In fact, I thought this bag was empty because it's so small. Oh, it's a zipper pull. Look at this. Oh, I love it. Love it. It's so cute. I'm definitely going to put this on one of my bags or one of my zipper pouches. Love it. Super cute. All right, so this will be it for episode 1 of Vlogmas 2025. I hope you've enjoyed our slow and cozy start to Vlogmas. There will be way more action, hopefully, coming up. I do have a few things I need to be doing over the next 3 days, so hopefully I'll be able to take you along for that. And yeah, I'll see you soon.